What's up, peeps? Have you guys ever seen in the loadouts there's this thing called aiming stability and aiming idle sway stability? So what is that for, and does it actually work? Does it just prevent your aim from moving? Does it give you better recoil control? And what loadouts is this actually for? All that will be answered in today's video. And as well, special shout out to my newest members who give me a huge extra support to the channel. And you can become one for as low as 99 cents a month. Link is in the description. So the first test was obviously I wanted to see how much your aim was moving without and with aiming stability. So on the left hand side, you'll see the golden gun. The golden guns with the camos will always have all the aiming stability attachments. Again, I didn't put anything for recoil control. Everything was geared towards aiming stability. And on the right hand side, we've got the other gun with the same scope, but no aiming stability whatsoever. So again, we're going to go and let this play out. And as you guys can see, obviously the one on the left, it does have aiming stability and the one on the right does not. Now, when you're using an AR and a scope that is not as high powered, you guys can still notice the difference, right? The one on the right definitely still moving quite significantly compared to the one on the left. Again, we'll go ahead and restart this one. Just as you guys can see, this one, I mean, it's barely moving, right? So you're going to get a clear shot. And with this one, again, this is without touching my aim, moving quite significantly. Now, the next test that I did was, does this apply? Obviously, if you're just holding down your breath, except if you're in a sniper, does this really apply when you're moving your aim from left to right? Like when you're trying to track a target, does this actually affect that? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. So what I did was I just moved my aim from left to right, right? That's all I did without trying to move it any differently. And as you guys can see, you can kind of notice a bit of a difference. The one on the right does bobble down a little bit up and down, right? It kind of has that little bobbling, not too much, right? Again, because the zoom isn't as prominent, but the other one is nice and clean. I mean, look at that, moving left to right without any issues. And the one on the right does have a little bobbling. So again, the more higher power that scope is, the more you're going to notice it. And now we're going to test, does this actually help with recoil, right? Only aiming stability. So again, the one on the left, the one I'm testing right now, what we're going to be doing is just fully blasting with this. And again, this only has aiming stability attachments. So again, blasting through that one with aiming stability. And now next up, we got the one without any aiming stability, right? We're going to go ahead and blow that sucker off. And as we take a look, let's just go ahead and pause the video right here. There is really no difference. As you guys can see here, it's pretty much the same. This one is a little bit higher, but again, recoil control could be inconsistent at times. And again, without any really recoil, the bullets seem to be exactly the same. Really no vertical recoil. Really, everything seems to be about the same. So as far as recoil control goes, there is nothing going for it. And now we're going to go with the ultimate test. If it doesn't help with recoil control, but it does help your aim keep steady, will it help you as you're shooting an enemy far away to keep yourself more centered? Well, that's what I tried here. So again, the one on the left does have recoil stability, aiming stability. The one on the right does not have anything. And what I tried to do was, again, try to land as many shots as I could in the window, and the same thing here. And we'll see if aiming stability helps at all. So again, I'm firing both. And as you guys can see, there is still, again, the recoil is still going to be the same, but it does seem to be a little bit easier with the aiming stability. It seems like it bounces just a little less. We're going to go ahead and replay that right here. I mean, just a little less. I really don't think I see that big of a difference. Again, the one with and without aiming stability. So as far as assault rifles goes, it's really not that big of a deal, right? Obviously, you're going to be a lot of close range to mid-range gunfights. And obviously, if you guys are playing on controller, you'll have that aim assist if you're trying to track somebody. So as far as assault rifle goes, I say aiming stability is worthless. But what happens when it comes to a sniper, where precision really does matter? And this is where aiming stability really does come into play. So again, I did the same thing here. Obviously, the sniper scope is a lot bigger than the AR one, so it covers the whole screen. So I couldn't do a side by side. So I just put them one on top of the other so you guys can kind of hopefully see a little bit better. And again, I'll just let this play out. And again, the one with the orange, this one right here, will have aiming stability, and the one on the top will not have anything. And as you guys can see, just play this out, you can definitely tell the difference. Again, this is without holding your breath. You can really tell the difference that without holding your breath in the bottom one, I mean, that sniper is nice and steady. The one on the top, I mean, it looks like your dude just ran a marathon. And now things get a little bit even more interesting. If you're trying to pan from left to right, you guys can see the huge difference. I mean, the one on the bottom is nice and smooth, and the one on the top, I mean, look at that. I am not moving up and bottom. All I'm doing is moving from left to right, and you can see that huge sway going up and down. I mean, look at that one. That one was huge. Now, it can not only affect you like that, but also you trying to compensate for that sway may also make you miss your target a lot more. So overall, what are my thoughts? Well, if you guys are using an assault rifle or anything that is a fully automatic weapon, you really won't notice it that much. Again, yes, your aim will be steady, but it's not really going to help you land shots more accurately, have less recoil, anything like that. But if you're using semi-auto weapons, something where accuracy does matter, where every single shot matters, especially if you're having a high-powered zoom, then aiming stability is going to be pretty important. I mean, imagine a sniper where like that one, you have max aiming stability, right? And you have max accuracy, and you don't have to hold your breath. And it's almost like holding your breath. That is pretty overpowered. When you have a sniper that has basically unlimited hold your breath, you could really tune it into that. So overall, again, if you're going to be using a sniper, super important. Any other gun is not. Let me know down below in the comments any other challenge or any other thing that you guys would like me to check, and I will. Peace out, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one.